Hi, Vasayo, Dallin, and Daniel here at the Vasayo corporate office. We just finished up. I don't like hyperbole, and I've been at this for almost 3 decades. But we just finished up a Blue Sapphire celebration, our inaugural Blue Sapphire celebration, and I'm telling you, I'm exhausted because emotionally, it was an amazing event. I don't know if I've ever been associated with an event that I left feeling as good as this event, with the people that were there. When we started this company, we said, hopefully we'll attract the best, and we are attracting the best. And what were your thoughts of the Blue Sapphire celebration?
I was honestly blown away. The emotion there, the quality of people. For me, it started on Monday. A number of Emeralds came into town. We had an amazing dinner at Dallin and Carrie's wonderful home. And it started for me at that dinner, but it also started going back to the resort. I got to bond and get to know some of the brand partners on a more intimate basis starting on Monday night. And then Tuesday and Wednesday were just words, quite honestly, probably couldn't put it into perspective what people experienced in the room. I heard from a number of people it was the best event, echoing what Dallin said, the best event that they had seen in decades, and just the emotion and the experiences. And it was really a safe environment for people to share their vulnerabilities and share their trials and their successes and what they've gotten, what they've been through to get to Blue Sapphire and above, to be able to even come to the event. And so my biggest takeaway, there was 2 things, but my biggest takeaway was the unity that we were building. A matter of fact, one brand partner said to me yesterday, we should call the future event the Unity Community Event. It was really a place where everybody could come together. It didn't matter if you were cross-line and not working the business together. It didn't matter if they were your upline or downline, where you were at in Vasayo. It was one big community. And the second thing I took away from it is multiple people said, if this is how this company as a startup treats their brand partners. We made sure that every detail was taken care of. It was very, at times, serious and emotional, and at other times we had a ton of fun, bowling and golfing and doing different events. But the thing I took away from it the most is multiple people told me, if this is how Vasayo treats their brand partners, we can't wait to see what the launch looks like in Vegas. Every event's just going to get better and better. And even Dallin and I sat down yesterday and said, what could we have improved upon on this event? I think there was a couple things we could have done even better. But I think it was an incredible event. You don't want to miss the next Blue Sapphire event. So I just tell everybody out there, and if you're watching this and you experience the event firsthand, share with your groups the power of what happened. At one point, Dallin said, let's take a break. Does anybody want to take a break? And nobody even wanted to break. They said, let's keep going. How often does that happen? So I think it was incredible, Dallin.
We had a business meeting. It was supposed to be 3 or 4 hours, and went 5 hours, and I'm not one for long meetings, but I could have stayed there another 3 hours. It was
absolutely.
It was amazing. And we also had a lot of fun, bowling and golfing, and Frank Sochnik's claiming that he got an eagle. I wasn't there to verify it, and
I actually saw it. He got an eagle. I witnessed it.
So. What really kind of hurt my feelings is that I understand that someone asked Frank if I've ever beat him, and he said no, and then they asked Frank, will he ever, and he said no, not now, no,
never.
Not ever. So it kind of hurt my feelings, Frank. But we had a lot of fun, and the dinner at our home, we had dinner with the Diamonds, and I really want to acknowledge everyone who made this Blue Sapphire, who did what they did in order to get to Park City. And with special congratulations to the inaugural Diamonds in Vasayo. Tomorrow, I think, represents 3 months we started shipping our first product. Wasn't it January 16th?
January 16th, correct.
So tomorrow will represent 3 months, about 90 days. And what we've accomplished in 90 days is absolutely breathtaking. And to have 4 Diamonds already in the world of Vasayo prior to even the grand opening, the official launch of Vasayo, is staggering and mind-boggling. Is that the right word? Mind-boggling?
Mind-boggling, yeah.
So here they are, the Diamonds already. We've got Rob and Lisa Alwyn from California. We've got Dr. Eric and Natalie Thompson from Florida. First time ever in direct selling, and they're Diamonds in less than 90 days. Unbelievable. Ricky and Francoise Untermeyer from Florida as well. diamonds, an amazing couple, and Holly and Corbin Roush from Oklahoma. So those are our first 4 diamonds. So the first blue sapphire was spectacular, I have to say, and I agree with you. The unity and the community feel that's what we want. That's what we dreamed of in this company, and that's what we want to preserve and protect. I said we're looking for people to help us create a brand and a culture and protect that culture. And so I left there with Carrie feeling like we've got the right foundation built with the right-hearted people to help create and protect, build, and maintain a culture we can all be proud of around the world. So here's the good news. We're having another Blue Sapphire celebration. It's going to be in September. Don't have the exact date, but September in Utah is absolutely beautiful up in Park City. The leaves will have changed. We'll be going into fall. And so let's get you to the next Blue Sapphire celebration. We're going to treat you like royalty at the next Blue Sapphire. Here's the second piece of information. We told you we would have the Founders Packs. When I did the last Facebook Live, I think we had like 900 left.
We did.
Something like that. And then we looked at the report prior to the Blue Sapphire, and we'd gone down a few hundred. And when we started the Blue Sapphire, we had just, I think, 350 of them left. Our message to you today is that the Founders Packs are now gone. Okay, congratulations. 7,500 people have purchased the Vasayo Founders Pack. Now it's about getting folks to gold so they can participate in the monthly bonus by being a qualified gold or above 4 consecutive weeks. So listen, if you bought that Founders Pack, now your goal is to get to gold. We've got the 90-day gold program. Get with your upline. Let's stay focused and determined, putting one foot in front of another. That Founders bonus every month, you guys, is really, really amazing. We're just running it again this week for the month of March. So January, I can't remember the number off the top of my head, but I think the money in January more than paid for people's Founders Packs. And then February was big, and March, again, is going to be big. So the Founders Packs are over. And so probably now you're saying, now what? Well, we've got 4 packs. I think they're live now. If they're not live today, they'll be live tomorrow up in the vCloud. So look at them. We've got an intro pack. We've got a foundation pack. We've got an executive pack. And we've got an ambassador pack. Each of these packs have savings. Of course, the largest pack, the ambassador pack, gives you the most products. Also gives you a ticket to this convention or the next convention. So the most savings with the ambassador pack, if you want to go out and build a large business, I would encourage you to get the ambassador pack so you got products to use in your home, products to get out in the marketplace. So go to your vCloud and learn about those 4 packs: the intro, foundation, executive, and ambassador pack. Anything you want to say about those packs?
You know, regarding the pack, the biggest thing is, as Dallin mentioned, obviously the ambassador pack has the most value. You have to have product to be able to run your business. Obviously, we don't want people buying what they can't afford. Do you want to get a little bit uncomfortable and push yourself to make sure that you're committed? Absolutely. But guys, we're talking about a very, very nominal amount of money here that you can, purchase product with and be able to get product out on the street. You've probably heard Holly and Corbin say it and multiple leaders throughout the company. If you don't have product to share with people, you can't let them show what you can't show them what the benefits of the Vasayo quality products are. So make sure you're buying a pack where you have enough product to share with people out there. So
perfect. Hey, let's talk about diamonds. So we got 4 diamonds. And at the Blue Sapphire celebration, this is a partnership. We've always said that. The corporation and brand partners working together in unity, each of us doing what we do best. And speaking of that, we talked about the first diamond trip. And we decided jointly, corporately and our Blue Sapphires and above, that we are going to extend until September 4th. Anyone who goes diamond by September 4th of 2017, we're going to be taking you on the very first diamond trip. We're going to be going to Cancun, an all-inclusive resort. It'll be a 5-star resort, more of a smaller boutique type of a resort right on the white beaches of Cancun. We're going to be going to Cancun the first week of December. We'll get you more details, but get yourself to diamond by September 4th. So you've got May, June, July, August, September, about 5 more months to get to diamond, and you'll be with us in Mexico the first week, in Cancun the first week of December. Will you talk about, you shared a story at the Blue Sapphire about you had just gone to a NASCAR race in Dallas and visited your uncle down in Dallas. That's one of the things I love about Daniel. He really values family and spending time with his family. So we went to Dallas to see his uncle who had gone through a surgery. And then went to a NASCAR race, and you shared a story with the Blue Sapphires about people doing what they do best. and the synergy that happens when people do what they do best and stay in their box. Will you share that on the Facebook?
Absolutely, it was amazing. A friend and I flew down. We went to the NASCAR race at the Texas Motor Speedway on Sunday, and yes, I got to spend 3 hours with my uncle on Saturday afternoon when I flew in. My uncle's for 8 weeks, had open heart surgery and had some complications from that surgery and was in the hospital for 7.5, almost 8 weeks. And so he had just came home, and I got to spend some quality time with him on Saturday afternoon. So Uncle Danny and Aunt Gladys, if you're watching, hi to you guys and hi to all my family down in Dallas. But it was really an interesting experience. I shared with everybody at the Blue Sapphire event. When you go to a NASCAR race and you're sitting in the pits, first off, it starts, you're standing there on the track. My friend and I were standing there on the track, and you're behind the team, and the 4 F-16s fly over. You know, they sing the national anthem, and kind of gives you goosebumps. These 4 fighter jets. I'm going to get a video of it, and I've done this now at the last couple events. I always say I'm going to get a video of the F-16s. Here they come over, and they're a mile down the road when I barely get them in the video. But it's just an incredible thing to be there. But when you're sitting in the pits, it's amazing. And you're sitting, they allow you before the race on the track there, and then after the race, while the race starts, and it's called going hot at a NASCAR race. When the track goes hot, you're allowed to sit behind the pits, and you're literally 2 feet behind the entire pit crew while they're working. And they got, you can just go from team to team. But I sat mostly with Denny Hamlin. Go Denny Hamlin, number 11 FedEx, with Denny's team. But we spent about 75% of our time with Denny Hamlin's team. But it's really interesting, as I walked down that afternoon, I walked down and watched Jimmy Johnson's team a lot. And Jimmy Johnson ended up winning the race. And it's a fascinating thing. Jimmy Johnson's the #1 NASCAR driver right now, and he has been for a number of years, but with the Lowe's team. But it's interesting to watch his team and to watch the differences between all the teamwork, right? It's like anything, whether it's basketball or whatever. But when you're watching the pits, what's so different about NASCAR than any other sport is you got this driver. They average 203 miles an hour that day on the track. So you have this driver who's bolted into his car doing 203 miles an hour, but he relies on his team. And it doesn't matter how good you are as a driver, if you don't have a good team to back you up, you have nothing. And it's incredible watching the differences between teams. As a matter of fact, and I didn't even mention this at the Blue Sapphire event, but the team left of Denny's barely talked to each other. As a matter of fact, the other team, my friend and I saw they were yelling at each other. There was all this tension. And you go down to Jimmy Johnson's team, and it's incredible. It's no secret why he won the race. In NASCAR, every team member has their job. The guy that's on the can, that's putting the ethanol fuel in there, he's the fuel guy. He doesn't argue with the tire guy. When they come into the pits, and they got between 3 and 7 seconds for 4 tires, wipe the windshield and give them gas, when they come in to make a pit stop, every guy knows his position. If you're the jack guy that's throwing the jack into there, jacking the car up, you're not arguing with the tire guys. If you're the tire guys, and you should see some of these guys, they're 6'6", 260. I mean, imagine jacking a car up in 4 tires. These guys are athletes themselves. But when the tire guy has his job to do, he stays in his lane and does it. The guy on the jack does his job. The guy in the fuel does his job. But, and I didn't go into detail about this the other day, but I will here, there's a team leader, and they call him the crew chief. And the guy that runs Jimmy Johnson's team is most people say, the best crew chief in the business, Chad. But with that said, what he does is he's leading that team. He's never touching the car. He's never wiping the windshield. He's never putting gas in. But those guys, those 10 guys, watching them operate, it's incredible. They barely need to talk to each other because everybody knows what their job is. So here the car comes into the pits, right? 1 guy's on the jack, 4 guys are on the tires. They're taking them off. They don't even really need to communicate with each other because they've rehearsed, stayed in their lane, done what they do best, and it's just incredible. It's no secret why he won the race.
So tying that in is we've all got a job to do. Corporate, we're doing our job. Brand partners, you're doing your job. Leaders among the brand partners, you're leading, doing your job. And this becomes a symphony and will continue to grow this company globally as long as we're all staying in our lane, right?
Absolutely.
Is that the message? NASCAR's nice, but it's not Formula One. It's not the IndyCar race,
Yeah.
Anyway.
I do love Formula One as well. I would love to go to a Formula One race. You've been to a couple of Formula One races.
We had a car in a previous community and had an Indy 500 race, and that was fun being in the pits.
It's the speed and the...
It is amazing. Okay, a couple of other things to go over. The grand opening May 29th and 30th. I'm going to sneeze here in a second. The pollen's in the air. Go to VasayoGrandOpening.com. Get your tickets, guys. We've got what, 6 weeks to go between now and Las Vegas. You want to build a big business the rest of 2017 and 18. The more people, those who have the most people in the room in Las Vegas will build the largest business over the next 12 to 18 months. So register today. VasayoGrandOpening.com. Okay, at VasayoStore.com, there's a special now between now and May 1st on anyone who places an order for at least $50, whether those be business cards or banners or card decals, whatever. The VasayoStore.com, $50 order, free shipping. The promo code is FreeShipVasayo. FreeShipVasayo. Now, after in Las Vegas, we'll be introducing all the swag. I'm wearing my own Vasayo jacket here today. We're going to have the hats, the shirts, the jackets, and things like that down in Las Vegas. And after Las Vegas, all the swag will be available at the at VasayoStore.com. You will notice in the vCloud now, as well as on the Vasayo app, that we have new product fact sheets. I think they look absolutely gorgeous. They're new and updated. So go to your vCloud and download and start sharing those new product fact sheets with Vasayo. Speaking of the mobile app, I want to congratulate everybody, or we want to congratulate everybody. Brand partners have introduced more than 200,000 people to Vasayo simply through the mobile app with different videos that you're sharing, different brochures and so forth. So if you don't have the Vasayo app, make sure you download it today in Google Play or the iTunes Apple Store, okay? It's a great tool. People are doing so much on their phone now. What a great way to sift for interest, sending out a video or things like that. Speaking of which, the last thing we want to say is the 5 pillars presentation, whether you're having a home meeting or a hotel meeting, that's now been updated. So make sure you go look at the 5 pillars presentation, going over the 5 pillars of Vasayo. Inside of that inside that 5 pillar presentation is an embedded video. We just shot a new video with Carrie and I. It's about a 4-minute introduction, welcoming everyone to this Vasayo View event, hoping they like what they see. And so as we end this Facebook Live today, we want to share with you this new video that was just shot, that's available in your mobile app that you can just simply send out to people, and also embedded in the 5 pillar presentation. But before we end on that video, let me just say that it's a great week. As I left my home this morning, I saw the buds on the trees. Spring is in the air. I walked outside and there's this robin that's really full, ready to lay eggs. And it's just, I love this time of the year. It's just a reminder that all things are new again. Every day is a new day. Regardless of what happened yesterday, we're able to get up today and make it a great day. Let's make sure that, I want to believe, and I do believe, and I know Carrie feels the same, that our best days are not behind us, but in front of us. It's been breathtakingly beautiful for me to witness these last 3 months. And the people who are coming into this company, they're the best, among the best people in the world. So blessed. And at the age of 18, I went to Israel for 6 months as a college student and had an amazing experience in the Holy Land. This, for me, this week is the greatest of all weeks of the year, as a reminder for me of things that matter most. So I hope that in our lives, we will make sure to put the first things first in our lives and make sure our relationships are nurtured. All things must be nurtured to grow. Let's nurture our relationships. Let's nurture our business. Let's nurture ourselves by making sure that we're taking time for ourselves to pray and to meditate and to read and to slow down once in a while and listen and smell the roses and watch the robins along the way. Any closing comments, Mr. Piku?
Biggest thing for me, guys, obviously Blue Sapphire event was incredibly powerful that everybody experienced it. The biggest thing I would encourage everybody out there, and I tell everybody I talk to, whether it's a 3-way call or somebody I'm spending one-on-one time with as a brand partner, the biggest thing out there is make sure you do whatever it takes to get yourself to Las Vegas. It's not just going to be an event with a bunch of rah-rah. It's not just going to be an event with some motivational stories and make you feel good. It's going to be an event that you're going to leave. I tell everybody that the event's going to take the business from your head and put it in your heart. And I think that's what happened to a lot of the Blue Sapphires and above this weekend is now Vasayo's in their heart. It's not just in their head. It's not just a career. It's not just a business opportunity. It's more than that. They understand they're part of something bigger than themselves. So I encourage everybody out there, if you haven't registered for Vegas, register for Vegas. But number two, make sure you get as many people as possible there.
Have a happy Easter, everybody.
See ya.